we found out that I was going to be having a baby, I was really excited to share the news with Chris. So Chris and I both have our birthdays in February as well. So it also felt quite fun that we were going to have a family birthday month. And my pregnancy with Wren was fantastic. I absolutely loved being pregnant. We would lie in bed at night and feel her kick and move around, and we started thinking of names, and we started imagining our lives together. We were naturally nervous as first-time parents, but we didn't really ever think that anything would go wrong. Towards the very end of my pregnancy, in the last week, I started to come down with a respiratory illness that progressively got worse every day. By day 7, I was feeling really exhausted and desperate, and I went to the doctor. On the way home, I felt my first contraction. I felt a mixture of emotions, but I was certainly also feeling some relief that we would be meeting our daughter soon. But as labor progressed and as the contractions got stronger, I started to feel her less and less, and we started to grow worried about that. And so we went into hospital, and in the triage room, they told us that our daughter no longer had a heartbeat. Our baby girl was born on February the 13th, 2024. When I gave birth to her, it was the most incredible experience. Bringing her into the world and holding her for the first time. It was both exhilarating and wonderful to finally see her, but then devastating at the same time to not feel her living. We got to stay with her for 5 days in hospital, and we were traveling from the hospital just down the corridor with Wren to the mortuary. That journey that we took with her was so profound, because it was the one thing that we did outside of the hospital together. I remember we saw an old man, and he just stopped and was really excited because her baby, and I felt so proud, but also so sad. But it was just a little bit of that feeling of what life would have been like with her. After 15 weeks, we got the results back from Wren's post-mortem, which revealed that I'd had a placental abruption. The exact cause remains unknown. After receiving the post-mortem results, Chris and I really wanted to start our next pregnancy journey. When I found out I was pregnant again, I was really excited, but I was equally really terrified. We had our first consultation with Professor Heazell and Emily, who reviewed Wren's post-mortem results and provided us with their own analysis. They helped create a plan for my pregnancy with my rainbow baby. Having specialists who understood our unique situation was everything. They didn't just treat me like another pregnant woman. They understood all of our anxieties and supported us. Having Lark has just brought so much joy to our lives, while at the same time reminds us every day of his sister, and represents this new journey of healing. Without Tommy's, our journey would have looked so different. To anyone who has donated money to Tommy's, thank you. You've made a huge difference in families' lives, ours certainly, and many, many other families that I came into contact with throughout my journey with Tommy's.